with a crown, the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. On the first play, wants to pass it. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
To avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Time with Austin Eckler. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Well, this defense for the Browns, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here in this situation. They stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Watson. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
From just shy of midfield, Watson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Bennett. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Herbert on 3rd down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their 1st interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Faking the give. Now Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Watson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Herbert now. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
After the interception, here's Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. No score after one on EA Sports. Here we go now on 1st and goal. And he fires one incomplete. That was a lightning-fast incompletion. He got it, he threw it, and it fell to the ground.
What's that expression, life comes at you fast? In this case, the defenders came even faster. Incomplete.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Ford. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Ford. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett gets his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. Touchdown! David Njoku with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsom. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that have made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I like the thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against them. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for them on 3rd down.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
And that's complete. It's Green here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And again, it's Chubb. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. York able to send this one through, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is swung out to Eckler. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. From just shy of midfield, Herbert. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Herbert with it looking to pass. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
mistakes, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Oh, and Myers left that one out there. It's no good. Wide to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now. Watson off play action. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So that, Charles, may be the play that this defense has been looking for.
They've hung in there, and if they lose this game, it won't be from a lack of effort on their part. The key question is, can the offense finally do something, because we're into the 3rd quarter, and a 0 is still glowing on the scoreboard.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert.
He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 2nd and 7.
Herbert, he'll get that complete to Albert O.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a lot. Taking it right down Broadway. 3rd and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Caught by Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 48 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Herbert. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. They snap it to Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this Browns defense stands tall. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you punt the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of...
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on 4th and 1. 2 of 3 for 1 on
Anthony Schwartz.
61 yards.
And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. York now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Eckler now between the tackles. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Palmer.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second down and goal. Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now third and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Herbert now. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, summertime and the living is easy. Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down, they'll run with Chubb.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They go with Chubb on second down. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Fields this way up at the 17.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the
He's got him in, complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point up and through by Myers as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get